If the morning coffee has to be fast, consistent, and mess-free, the right Keurig makes all the difference. Let's find the one that actually fits daily life, not just the countertop. This guide compares 7 of the most popular Keurig brewers, ranked from 7 to 1, based on day-to-day use, speed, flavor extraction, features, and how well each machine adapts to different routines, from quick single cups to weekend carafes and iced brews. Expect candid notes on drawbacks for the lower-ranked models and more favorable impressions as performance and features step up, so there's a clear sense of what upgrades matter and which specs can be skipped without regret. Number 7. Keurig K-Mini. The K-Mini earns a spot for one simple reason. It truly fits anywhere, coming in under 5 inches wide and about 12 inches tall, making it one of the slimmest single-serve machines around for tight counters, dorms, and studio setups. In use, the appeal is the fill-per-cup simplicity. Pour 6 to 12 ounces of water, pop in a K-cup, and press brew, so there's no reservoir to maintain and no guessing about refills between cups, which keeps the routine straightforward. Dimensions like roughly 12.1 inches high, 4.5 inches wide, and 11.3 inches deep support the tuck-it-anywhere reputation, and it can accommodate a travel mug with the drip tray removed, which is handy for commuters in small kitchens. In daily testing, the K-Mini's strength is predictability. It consistently delivers a standard Keurig cup without fuss, and the stripped-down design means fewer things to break or clean over time, especially because there's no big water tank to descale constantly beyond basic brewer care routines. The flip side is that the single-cup reservoir demands attention for every brew. There's no batching, no brew again quickly. Convenience, so back-to-back coffees take a bit more effort compared with models that keep 48 to 75 ounces on tap. Flavor-wise, because it's a classic single-needle design, without advanced extraction profiles, it won't pull as much depth from certain darker roasts as the multi-stream machines. It's fine, reliable, and hot, but not as nuanced as Keurig's newer 5-needle brewers. Number 6. Keurig K-Classic. The K-Classic, often referred to as K55, is the familiar Keurig playbook. 6, 8, and 10-ounce brew sizes, a 48-ounce removable reservoir, and a minimalist control panel that just works day after day without a learning curve, which explains why it's a fan favorite in offices and family kitchens. In testing, the 48-ounce tank is the quiet hero. Brew several cups in a row before refilling, and the machine's overall footprint is workable, though it's larger than modern slim models, so it fits best on a standard depth counter with decent cabinet clearance. What consistently stands out is reliability. Drop in a pod, tap a size, get a cup in under a minute, and repeat. It's the Keurig essence without bells and whistles. Now the trade-offs. The K-Classic doesn't offer a dedicated strong mode or temperature control, so those craving a punchier cup need to downsize the brew to 6 ounces or choose bolder K-cups, which is a workaround but can't match the tuned strength profiles on newer machines. The single-needle extraction is also less sophisticated than Keurig's multi-stream tech, which uses 5 punctures to saturate grounds more evenly for better aroma and body, so flavor can feel flatter side-by-side against the Supreme series or higher-end models, especially with medium to dark roasts. Lastly, it's a touch noisier during water intake and bulkier in design, though regular descaling keeps performance steady and familiar over time, which is why it remains a dependable pick when price and simplicity are the priorities. Number 5. Keurig K-Supreme. The K-Supreme is the entry to Keurig's multi-stream platform, which shifts from a single puncture to 5 needles to saturate the K-cup more evenly and extract stronger aroma and fuller flavor, a difference that's noticeable when brewing side-by-side with older single-needle machines. In practice, that multi-stream boost brings out more character in bright coffees and reduces the hollow mid-palate that some associate with basic pod brewers, especially at 8 and 10 ounces, where even saturation matters most for balance. The K-Supreme line typically includes over-ice mode, which brews at a lower temperature to preserve ice and reduce dilution, and it supports multiple cup sizes, commonly 6 to 12 ounces, to fit both strong morning mugs and lighter afternoon sips without fuss. Day-to-day, usability is quick and friendly, and the dual-position reservoir on certain Supreme variants helps with counter placement, letting the tank sit either at the rear or side to fit under cabinets or around kitchen gear, which is a small but practical upgrade in tight spaces. While the base K-Supreme may lack some of the strength and temperature toggles that appear in the Supreme Plus tier, the core multi-stream advantage still lifts flavor beyond the classic models, delivering a more robust cup that's closer to what many expect from fresh drip with less pod sameness across different roasts, which makes this a compelling middle ground machine. The overall impression is that K-Supreme is where Keurig's new extraction identity starts. Better saturation, better iced performance, and modern convenience without overwhelming the interface. Number 4. Keurig K-Duo. The K-Duo is designed for versatility. Brew a single cup with K-Cups, or switch to a full carafe on the same machine, which is perfect for households that want one device for weekday singles and weekend batches for brunch or guests, all without juggling 2 coffee makers. Having the Keurig single-serve system on one side and a drip carafe on the other unlocks those brew for one now, brew for many later moments, ideal when company arrives or there's a preference split between pods and traditional grounds, preserving both convenience and the ritual of a pot. The K-Duo lineup incorporates multi-stream on the single-serve side in newer iterations, improving extraction for the K-Cup mode while keeping the carafe pathway familiar and reliable, which makes it feel cohesive rather than 2 unrelated systems bolted together. In hands-on use, the best part is control over the day's rhythm. A quick 8-ounce pod before a commute, then a 10 or 12-cup carafe for family breakfasts or home office mornings when multiple refills happen naturally, all with a simple interface that avoids the complexity of 2 separate machines. Space and footprint are the trade-offs here. The K-Duo is inevitably larger than single-serve only machines, so it fits best on a standard depth counter with dedicated real estate. But the payoff is fewer appliances overall and a genuinely flexible coffee routine that adapts as needed. If the routine regularly toggles between single mugs and shared pots, the K-Duo ranks high because it blends the strengths of Keurig's pod convenience with the economy and warmth of carafe coffee. 3. Keurig K-Elite. The K-Elite steps into premium territory with a larger reservoir, commonly around 75 ounces, temperature control, a strong brew setting, iced coffee capability, and a more refined build that feels substantial on the counter, which collectively signals a jump in both convenience and customization. In testing, the strong mode shows immediate value on medium roasts by tightening the body and boosting perceived sweetness, and temperature control helps tailor extraction for different K-Cups, slightly cooler for lighter roasts, or hotter for darker profiles, making flavor differences between pods more expressive. The iced function works well for brewing directly over ice without a watery result, and the combo of strong plus iced mode helps produce a more concentrated base for milk-forward iced drinks, creating a reliable cold coffee at home pipeline that feels consistent and repeatable. Usability is excellent. The big tank minimizes refills, programmability streamlines morning routines, and the fit and finish, including metal accents on many units, looks premium without sacrificing the intuitive Keurig feel, which matters for households where multiple people share the machine. While K-Elite does not feature multi-stream in the same way as the Supreme series, its strength and temperature controls bridge much of that gap in practice, especially for those who prefer dialing in a favorite pod's profile rather than relying solely on hardware-driven saturation upgrades. Overall, K-Elite sits high on the list because it offers meaningful control and a big reservoir in a single-serve package that's polished and fast, making it a favorite for busy kitchens that value both premium touches and everyday simplicity. 2. Keurig K-Cafe. The K-Cafe line is where Keurig meets cafe-style drinks at home, thanks to an integrated approach that supports specialty beverages like lattes and cappuccinos using K-Cups, paired with a milk frothing capability that brings a creamy texture without requiring a separate espresso machine or steam wand, which is ideal for quick morning indulgence. The brewing system still benefits from Keurig's pod convenience, while the specialty settings help concentrate the base to stand up to milk, and the iced-friendly functionality supports cold lattes that don't taste thin, broadening the daily drink options well beyond basic drip. For households that want cafe-adjacent drinks without learning espresso workflow, the K-Cafe design philosophy delivers repeatable results with minimal cleanup and a short learning curve, which is a compelling value proposition. In practice, the K-Cafe's strength is versatility in beverages. Classic coffee, stronger shots for milk drinks, and iced variations made simple through preset logic, all while sticking with K-Cups for variety and speed, which makes it fun for guests and a treat maker for weekend mornings. While traditional espresso purists will note that this isn't pressure-based extraction, the K-Cafe compensates with concentrated brew modes and frothing to produce balanced, creamy drinks that scratch the cafe itch with dramatically less effort and equipment cost, which is exactly what many households want from a do more Keurig. The reason it ranks second is that it transcends just coffee without complicating the workflow, giving access to both everyday brews and milk-forward drinks from one familiar interface, which is a clear upgrade in utility compared with standard single-serve models when variety matters. Number 1. Keurig K-Supreme Plus. At the top sits the K-Supreme Plus, the most complete daily driver in the lineup, thanks to multi-stream extraction paired with enhanced customization like strength and temperature controls, delivering richer flavor and better balance than legacy models, with the flexibility to tune the cup for specific pods and preferences, which is noticeable from the very first brew. The multi-stream system's 5-needle saturation improves even wetting of the K-cup bed, which reduces channeling and pulls more aroma and body, and when combined with multiple strength settings and several temperature options, the result is a pod machine that tastes closer to well-tuned drip coffee, especially at 8 to 10 ounces where balance really counts. Many Supreme Plus variants also offer favorites programming, allowing quick one-touch recalls of preferred settings for different household members, which makes premium control feel effortless in real-world use. Over-ice mode is present across the Supreme family and shines on the Supreme Plus when paired with the strong setting to create concentrated, less diluted iced cups. And the machine is typically quicker from idle to brew, reducing wait times without sacrificing extraction quality, which keeps mornings smooth and consistent. For those who care about getting more from each K-Cup, the combination of hardware extraction improvements and user-level control is the difference maker. It consistently outperforms older single-needle units and equals or surpasses non-Plus Supreme models in both hot and iced profiles, making it the obvious flagship for most households that prioritize cup quality. Outrow. From ultra-compact convenience to cafe-style versatility and advanced extraction, each Keurig here solves a different morning routine. But the most complete cup-per-cup performance comes from multi-stream paired with strength and temperature control, which is why the K-Supreme Plus takes the crown for most people's counters right now. For minimalists, the K-Mini remains a tidy, reliable choice, while the K-Duo and K-Cafe open up bigger possibilities like carafes and milk drinks without losing the one-touch Keurig experience. So, the best pick depends on whether the daily ritual leans toward tight spaces, many cups, or cafe-style creativity.